This is bullshit I woke up to this morning, right? Mars, top Smash Ultimate player, right? Also top rate bitcher, okay? His bitching is some of the some of the highest bitching I've seen from a community. It's kind of immaculate. It's kind of impressive how much one person can bitch. Okay? It's kind of impressive. Like, my man said, hope they just start letting top players do early reg. I know it's top player privilege or whatever, but I'd rather see MK Leo and Light go to CEO, for example, rather than two dudes who are gonna go 0-2 and ask top players for pictures only after they lose. It's kind of crazy that this motherfucker says this last little bit, right? Ask top players for pictures only after they lose. He's basically saying, like, yeah, they come to the tournament, right? You know, because of us, right? They're all there and they take pictures with us. They're supporting us, right? So he's like, they're supporting us, but at the same time, he's like, F these people. It's like, what? That's what blew my mind. That is one of the things that blew my mind. It's like, yeah, they want to take pictures with us, and you know, they help with the tournament, and they keep the numbers up, and they, you know, they keep the pot high, right? Like, if it weren't for these 0-2ers, there'd be no majors, right? There'd be no tournaments. There'd be no pot. I don't get it. Yes, they're pot monsters or whatever, right? As some people would call them. But there's nothing wrong with that. Because they're going there, they enter to have fun. They know, a lot of them know they're not going to win, right? But they're okay with that because they just want to go and have fun. And then you have, you know, this guy, Mars, over here saying like, nah, you guys are shit. Like, you guys are not the same as me. I'm on a different level. I deserve my hand to be held in special treatment, right? Why do I, mind you, the icing on the cake, okay? The icing on the cake is, it's their job. They're professionals. They're paid to compete in these tournaments, to sign up and register on time, okay? If they're not clocking in for their job, that's their fault, okay? They have a team they can work with to help them register. They could wake up on time, okay? No excuse to miss registration. If you're a sponsored pro player, where's your team helping you register for a spot? Whereas even if, let's say, they register under their name, they can give you the spot later, right? It's happened in tournaments, it's fine. They could just be holding it for you. It's literally they get paid to register for tournaments on time, right? It's part of their job. Imagine, oh, you meant adfix. Imagine going to work and you didn't clock in and you didn't get paid, right? And then you started bitching. It's like, well, that's your fault. You didn't clock in. It's your job to do this simple task. I don't see the difficulty in that, right? I can't be the only one, right? My man acting like he's like, right, Hollow Shy? He's acting like he's a celebrity, okay? He's like, I should get preferred treatment. I should have a tournament season pass. This guy, the issue isn't that they're at the events. The issue is that pop fillers are simply taking spots from people who matter more. Man, you boy, golly, Smash players say the darndest things, dude. They say the darndest things. My man said, the issue is, let me translate. The issue isn't that they're at the events. The issue is that the people that keep these tournaments alive and keep your pockets lined up with exposure, money, whatever the fuck else that comes with it, are taking your spots for people who wouldn't have sponsors, money, fucking exposure if it weren't for these pot fillers. Okay? Imagine they go to a tournament and there's only like 8 people there. The TO's like, all right, shit, well, we can't run this tournament at, you know, this big ass venue, right? We have to cancel this. It's over. It just can't happen. There's not enough people. Then they're like, fuck, well, I need to do this because it's my job. If I don't do this, then I don't have a job as a competitor. That or my contract changes and I get paid less because I go from a competitor to a content creator. Some of them aren't even content creators, right? Some of them are strictly on a competitor contract, right? they don't stream, or if they do, they don't really have big numbers, right? So they wouldn't be able to fully commit to the, you know, streaming without the competitor contract. That's crazy to me, man. How they just on a consistent basis shit on the people that got them to. Actually, this song's a banger. Oh my god, I am bookmarking this. Bro, Jabali gave a time and day that he would reopen Reg, and both of them tweeted, I just woke up 40 minutes afterwards. That's another thing. Thank you, Wampa. It's not like this came out of nowhere, right? There was a time and date where Reg was gonna reopen. They're like, okay. No, I didn't see the picture of your doggo. They're like, okay. Jabali's like, look, we're gonna reopen it here. Be ready, right? People were ready. Somehow the people who do this for a living and it's their job must have missed the memo, even though it's their job and they have a team who can help them, right? If Mars had been like, hey, PG guys, I'm gonna need some help to register for CEO, you know, because, you know, people just want to get in there, so like, can you help me out here, bro? You know, because like, it's gonna be kind of hard, but it's not gonna be too hard. I'm getting, you know, I'm not gonna wake up on time either, because like, you can do that for me, right, bro? You know, I know it's my job to wake up and register for this tournament, but I'm gonna wake up after pre-reg or late reg opens. It's like, come on, man. Come on, man. It's your job. And then, if you miss registration, don't bitch about it. You could be like, oh, I missed registration. That sucks. That's fine. But being like, oh, I missed registration because these 0-2ers that keep my pockets lined and me exposure in these tournaments running registered before I did because I missed the first time and I woke up late the second time. Man, where's that season pass for CEO, dude? Woke up at 6 a.m. to sign up for CEO. I missed fresh signups, but I did enter Ultimate. See? Void had his priorities straight. He registered for Ultimate, right? He's like, I'm an Ultimate player first. I made it. I made sure I got Ultimate. I missed Strive, but I got Ultimate. See? Perfect example. That, you know, Mars did get in. I know Mars got in, right? But I'm talking about all the players that agree with him, because you know a lot of them do. For example, Mr. R. Oh man, another top player. I don't even know if he's a top player in this game, actually. Quotations. I get why people are upset at this, but try to see the other side too. These registrations can be full in a matter of hours. Okay. This sentence right here. It's like these people don't have a brain. Like, a little bit of my Sage Jam gonna come out right here. It's like these people don't have a fucking brain. It's like, what did he say? They got the two heads together, Mr. R and Mars got their heads together, dude. They just rubbed it up, their last two brain cells, and just rubbed them together. You're trying to think of a coherent response in a matter of hours, not minutes, not seconds, hours. In Japan, minutes. We're not talking about Japan. That's Japan. Japan, it's easier for them to be anywhere because Japan is so small, so of course shit is gonna get filled like that, right? Smaller than the size of California, if I remember correctly. But anyways, we're talking about CEO, America, over here, okay? It's unreasonable to expect top players to always be ready for it because it's their job. Okay, now they're down to one brain cell. It's unreasonable to expect top players to always be ready for it because it's their job. Why is this in quotations? This should not be in quotations. It's literally your job. Are you saying being a pro esports player is not a job? Are you shedding on what people spent years building up to get to this moment in time? Like, why is this in quotations? Are you stupid? You gotta be stupid. You have to be stupid. You must be stupid. It's thanks to all these people we are where we are right now in this community. You're not only that, you're in a very niche community, right? Fighting games, okay? Smash, whatever. It's much harder for us to prosper as much as like MOBA. Thank you. Right, MOBAs. Yeah, MOBA. Like, look, it shows how much I play. Anyways, MOBAs and first-person shooter games are much easier to have exposure, right, in these kinds of situations because they actually have had good netcode forever. Sure, sometimes the tick rate sucks or whatever, but they've had good, you know, they have netcode good enough to where they could have these crazy online tournaments, right? Like they had ALGS $690,000 tournament for Apex like 3 weeks ago, dude. All online because their internet can handle it. Whereas Smash online's trash. One of the worst netcodes out right now. It was awful, okay? So it's these people that have kept the game alive and then that spotlight. But I guess he doesn't see that. Imagine, okay, you know that movie A Day Without a Mexican? Imagine that but with A Day Without an Owen tour. Boom, community's dead. Community's fucking dead. A Day Without an Owen tour. Community's dead. What do? The community is dead. It's those people that keep you with a job, keep you alive. The Smash community came together, put in donations to win a slot in Evo one year when they were going to distribute. That's the Melee community. You know, this is the Ultimate community we're talking about right now. The Melee community said some shit, but I feel that the Ultimate community, their heads are so far up their ass. It's so far up their ass, dude. It's actually unreal how far their heads are up their ass. Cause I've seen Melee players say dumb shit, but Ultimate players, cream of la crop, the very tippity top, dude. It's like every day the Smash. I forgot to put Ultimate community. My bad. The Smash Ultimate community just gets worse and worse. I don't know how they do it, but they're really just like, hold my beer, watch this shit, right? It's every day there's something new with them, bro. I don't get it. How is your community so out of pocket? Nah, you can't exclude Left and Bob. You like the FGC has said dumb shit, bro, right? Every community has said dumb shit before, bro. You can't exclude anybody from said community. You can't exclude. But every community said dumb shit. FGC said dumb shit, right? Everyone has. But Ultimate takes the cake. They're full matter of hours, okay, hours, right? And you also have to remember, CEO is the first big major tournament back from like what, a year and a half without big majors in the States. So you're gonna tell me that you didn't expect the community, even people that don't even play Smash Ultimate that much, be like, you know what, I'm gonna enter it because major tournaments are back. You didn't expect this? You didn't foresee the influx of players that have been starved for an event for over a year? Be like, we're gonna be on that shit ASAP? Sure, before the COVID, there was a bigger window, right? You know, it would sometimes take like a couple days, you know, weeks for something to be. In my experience, I never really entered a game that got capped, and if it did get capped, it got capped like towards the end of registration, right? So it wasn't that much of an issue prior to, you know, COVID, but now people have been starved. Of course it's gonna get registered like that. It's CEO. These local players think they can make the big leagues. That's basically what he's saying, right? But like at once upon a time, they were also local players. They've been there before. They've been there where they went 1-2, 2-2. They drowned in pools, right? They forgot their roots. That's what blows my mind. These guys forgot their roots. They forgot where they came from. They just, one day they just magically woke up and they were a top player, right? They're like, oh man, you know, it's Sunday, you know, April 2nd, you know, 2012. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be a top player today. Alright, let me finish this sentence. Okay, especially when different time zones come into play. Okay, listen, my guy, it's their job. Doesn't matter if it's a different time zone. It's their job. It's their job. You have to wake up for 10 minutes to register for a tournament. I gotta wake up at 3 a.m. or stay up till 3 a.m. to register for a tournament in America. Oh my god, that sounds so hard. Boo fucking who you got people working out in construction for fucking 12 hours a day, bro, leaving for work at midnight, They don't bitch this much. Oh, you gotta wake up for 10 minutes. You gotta stay up till 3. Boo! Shut the fuck up. Oh my god. Especially when different time zones come into play. This fucking guy, you're making your argument worse. It's like they don't hear themselves when they talk. They just open their mouth and words come out. And on top of that, let's not forget the simple fact that there's invitationals, right? There's the Smash Summits that happen like 2-3 times a year or some shit like that, right? Not me, I was never bad. I was born good yet see Dragoomba, right? So yeah, they already have their own private tournaments, right? Like, come on. Stop whining. Someone is a community vote? Okay, sure. But the people get invited. Like, half of it is invited, and then you already know who the other half are gonna be, except for like maybe 2 to 3 people if they didn't make it in, right? You basically know who like the 14 players are. I don't even know how much Summit does anymore. 32 maybe? I don't even know. You already know who's in there except for like maybe 3 players. It's privilege, but it's earned. 100% agreed. Star players should be accommodated in situations like this. You know? It takes a special kind of stupid to hit send tweet on something like this. Special kind of stupid. It's privilege, but it's earned privilege. No. Your earned privilege is getting that bye first round. That's your earned privilege. That's your earned privilege. You get that bye. You get that seed. That's your earned privilege. But you gotta clock into work to get that privilege. If you don't clock in, you don't get paid. Nope. A star player, by the way. Not even top player. He has the audacity to say star player like they're Hollywood or famous or some shit, right? You play video games, bro. This is very small, like, can you see how small I'm talking? Like, look at that. It's tiny, small percentage of players in the fighting game community that are actually quote-unquote stars. Daigo? I don't know, maybe Sonic Fox? Maybe Tokido? Maybe Justin? But the only one I can say for certainty is fucking Daigo. He go down. Did you guys not see that video where Daigo met let me see if I can look it up. When the Daigo meets this fan and she's like all flustered and she's like, oh, will you sign? I don't even remember what he signed, dude. But yeah, Daigo got a book, Daigo got a manga, Daigo be walking down the street and people want to take pictures. That's a star. That's a star. Sonic Fox is goated, but like I wouldn't know if I would say, you know, a star, because Daigo walks down the street and gets recognized like that, right? That's like on some MOBA FPS shit, you know? Hungry Boxes in a soup commercial? Maybe. But I think Daigo is the star of the FGC. Especially with the limited entry, honestly wouldn't mind being booted from tournament if it meant Tweak or Leo got a spot. They ain't gonna fuck you, bro. They ain't gonna fuck you. They ain't gonna buy you. Are they even old enough to drink? Are they even old enough to grab a beer, bro? They ain't gonna talk to you. They ain't gonna hang out with you, bro. You gave them their spot, they'll be like, thanks, fucking nerd. Get out of my face. Hello? Smash Ultimate players, they just never grew up, man. Those Brawl players, they just never grew up, bro. They just never grew up.